Ion Car Sales is the local dealer for the Ion car. The table below shows the models and options available for this car. And so we have model Ion 1, model Ion 2, model Ion 3, and we have details represented in this chart or this table. So here we have to calculate the total cost for the model Ion 3 with all available options. And so in order for us to determine the total cost for model Ion 3 with all available options, we have to add. But what are we adding? Now, the first thing we have 16,470, and we add that because that is the base price for model Ion 3. The second thing that we have to do is we have to add 400 because 400 is for the anti-lock braking system. That's $400. Then we have $395, and $395 is for the side airbags. That's $395. Next, we have $725, and the $725 is for the sunroof. Next, we have $250, and the $250 is there for the rear spoiler, and that's for $250. Now, we do not have to add $960 because that is standard. Air condition comes standard on Ion 3 and also on Ion 2, but on Ion 3 it's standard. And we do not have to pay, and we do not have to pay for a base man music system because that comes standard on Ion 3, so we already have it. And it says that the power package is not available for Ion 1, but it's standard for Ion 3. So that means that we don't have to pay $825 for a power package because that is standard on Ion 3. And so that means that the total cost for the model Ion 3 with all available options is the sum of all these numbers, which gives us 18,240. Next, we have to determine the total cost for the model Ion 1 with all available options. And so we need the total cost for model Ion 1. Now, model Ion 1, you have the base price. Now the base price is $12,975. That's the base price, right? Again, we're trying to figure out the total cost for model Ion 1 with all its available options. So we have to first pay the base price, which is $12,975 for Ion 1. Now, we also have to pay $400 for the anti-lock braking system. We also have to pay $395 for the side airbags. Now, the sunroof is not available on Ion 1, so we do not have to pay $725 for that. The rear spoiler is not available for Ion 1, so we do not have to pay $250 for that. Now, we have to pay $960 for air conditioning because that is not standard on Ion 1. It's only standard for Ion 2 and Ion 3. So that's $960. That's for the air conditioning. Next, we have to pay $510 for the base man music system. That's $510 for Ion 1 for the base man music system. Now, the power package is not available for Ion 1, so we do not have to pay $825. And so we just add all these and we get $15,240. So the total cost for the model Ion 1 with all available options is $15,240. Next, we have to determine the difference in price between the basic model Ion 2 and the model Ion 1 with all available options. Now, what is the amount for the basic model Ion 1? Okay, so basic model Ion 1 and the model Ion 1 with all available options. So the first thing that we have to determine is what is the total cost for the model Ion 2 with all available options. Now, model Ion 2, you have to pay $14,945. That's the base price. Next, we have to pay $400 for the anti-braking system. That's $400. Next, we have to pay $395 for airbags. That's $395. Next, we have to pay $725 for the sunroof. Next, we have to pay $250 for the rear spoiler. Next, we have to pay $220 for the Bassman music system, $220. Now, air conditioning comes standard on Ion 2, so we don't have to pay $960 here. But we do have to pay this $220 for the Bassman music system. And then we have to pay $825 for the power package, because although it's not available for Ion 1, it's available for Ion 2, but it doesn't come standard on Ion 2, so we have to actually purchase this. It's only standard on Ion 3. And so this is $825. And so we add all this up and we get $17,760. Now, the total cost for model Ion 1 with all its available options, we saw this before in a previous question. The answer is $15,240. $12,975 is for the base price. The $400 is for the anti-braking system. The $395 is for the side airbags. The $960 is for the air conditioning. And the $510 is for the Bassman music system. And when we add them all together, we get $15,207. We get $15,240. But what they want us to do is they want us to determine the difference in price between these two models. Now the difference means that we must subtract. And so we say 17,760 minus 15,240. And when we subtract the two, we get 2,520. And that's the answer to this question.